Labour Party have been in the news lately since the former PDP presidential aspirant, Peter Obi, made a switch to the party and secured the ticket as the party's flag bearer for the 2023 election. However, the party is having a leadership crisis that they need to sort out if they're to stand a chance to compete against parties like the All Progressives Congress, APC, and the People's Democratic Party, PDP. The Federal High Court in Abuja ordered that the Labour Party and some of its officials be served with a fresh suit pertaining to its leadership crisis through a substituted means. The judge, Inyang Ekwo, made the order after hearing an ex parte application filed by former Deputy National Chairman of the party, Callistus Okafor. Okafor, a factional leader of the party, is challenging the legality of the leadership of the Akingbade Oyelakin group, whom he represents persons wrongfully and unlawfully parading themselves as members of the National Working Committee, NWC, of the Labour Party. Joining us on the show this morning as we discuss the leadership crisis within the party and preparations towards the 2023 election is Callistus Okafor. Good morning and welcome to the morning show.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Good morning, Mr. Okafor. Labour Party, you've been quoted in the papers as saying that former Governor Peter Obi aligned himself with the wrong faction within the party, and that, he should have carried out due diligence before showing up in the Labour Party. And you claim that you are the authentic chairman of the party, although the matter is still in court. But some other persons have pointed out that when the former chairman was alive, before he died, he had expelled you and others from the party, or was it that you were suspended? So how can you, from suspension, now claim that you are the chairman of the party? The other gentleman, Abure, was national secretary, acting national secretary. And at the time he emerged as chairman, you were not on the scene until you now went to court. What are the real facts of the case?
Okay, thank you for having me. Please, I want to make it clear here because I heard when he said that I went to court because Obi emerged as a flag bearer of the party. Those who know me know that I can never work against anyone, not Obi or any other person. I've been in court with Abure since 2017. And I want to make it clearer here that we have been in court since 2017. I did not go to court because of emergence of Obi. No, I've been in court. And I want to let you know that when you said Callistus has been expelled from the party, that's not true. The truth of this situation is that on the 11th October 2014, we had a national convention in Akure, Ondo State, presided by Chief Barrister Dan Wayanwu, the then Labour Party chairman. I emerged as a Deputy National Chairman South. Abure emerged as a Deputy Secretary. In 2017, because of Anambra State governorship election, the then national chairman, I don't want to really talk about ill of the dead, his soul rest in peace, but this is history. I must talk about it so that people will understand what transpired in Labour Party. The then national chairman collected money from one Chris, Dr. Chris Enemoor, ton of 23.5 million. And he was the only sole candidate, aspirant, and he refused to give him ticket. Abure and I, Abure as a deputy secretary, Abure became acting national secretary on Tuesday, 8 December 2015, in Fin Hotel, Lokoja, when Labour Party had their National Executive Council meeting. The then national secretary, Kayode Ajulo, Barrister Kayode Ajulo, resigned honorably from the party. Abure now became an acting national secretary. After that, because of what Salam Abu Kadri Absalam, the then national chairman, did by collecting money from only aspirant we had and refused to give him ticket. Abure and I called for National Executive Council meeting and wrote INEC to have a special national convention, which we did we hold that convention on the 3rd October 2017, and Salam was duly legally removed as a chairman because of embezzlement. Now, we did not stop at that. We wrote to police. We wrote a petition to police to investigate the matter. Police investigated the matter and came up with their report. Then, along the line, an audit, we called for audit of the account. An auditor came and we realized that Abure, the acting national secretary, was indicted in that report. For that indictment, Abure somersaulted, made a U-turn, and went to A.S. Salam and become his honest man. I continued that fight with others. Then, with the moment Salam realized that he's about to leave, Salam ran to NLC, to the president of NLC, Ayuba Nwaba. I said, please, don't allow these people to remove me. I've been in this struggle for years. Please, help me. Then, before then, Labour Party, the ownership of Labour Party has been in contention. Who is the owner of Labour Party? A.S. Salam said that NLC is not the owner of Labour Party. Ayuba Nwaba said NLC is the owner of Labour Party. It has been in contention. They were in court. When now Salam ran to NLC for help, NLC said, okay, we will help you. What you do, let's write an agreement. You have accepted that the NLC, Labour Party is owned by NLC. Salam, for the fear of being removed, enter into a gentleman agreement with NLC. For the fact that NLC, Labour Party was registered by NLC. Salam wrote everything. But Ayuba Nwaba, NLC was smarter than A.S. Salam. NLC went to court with that agreement and got a consent judgment on the 23rd, 2018 and serve it. It's a judgment. It's a judgment of the court. It's a judgment of the court, a consent judgment that says that there should be all-inclusive and expansive convention. What it means that NLC, Salam Abure group, Callistus Okafor and his group should come together and have all-inclusive and expansive convention. At that point, let us know if anybody is removed or anybody remain, so be it. A.S. Salam and Abure refused to obey the court judgment. They went ahead and extended their tenure for 1 year. As if that was not enough, they went to Akwanga and then had, according to them, a special convention where they removed some people and allowed some people. But remember, you cannot build illegality or legality on illegality. Apart from 2014 convention of Labour Party, no other convention is legal because there is a court judgment that says that should be all-inclusive and expansive convention. So what I want to let you know here is that till now, Abure remain not a national secretary. Abure remain an acting national secretary. Callistus Okafor remain the deputy national chairman, South, and the Article 14.2 of Labour Party Constitution, it says, in absence of national chairman, the deputy national chairman presides over all meetings. What it means that, and then in absence of deputy national chairman, any of the 6 national vice chairmen presides. No political party constitutions are alike. There's no political party constitution where an acting national secretary will assume office as a chairman. So I want to, if you recall, in the case of Victor Ume and Callistus Okafor, Callistus Okafor was a treasurer. Callistus Okafor became, from a treasurer, he made himself a national chairman. Ume went to court and obtained judgment and removed Callistus Okafor. National Labour Party has, or every other political party has, a constitution that guides them. And no institution, every institution has a constitution that guides them. As Labour Party has a constitution that guides them. There's nowhere until consent judgment of Labour Party, as a consent judgment of High Court, delivered by ECO, is respected. It then means there is no other convention except 2014, 11th October 2014 convention that happened in Akure, presided by Dan Wayang. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Okafor. I just want to clarify for the sake of our viewers, you just made a reference to Callistus Okafor and Victor Ume. You're referring to APGA and the problem they had at that time. Now that you've been given this court order to file a fresh suit and serve the Labour Party via substituted service within 7 days, have you taken action? Have you pasted that on the party secretariat? That's the first question I have of you. And the second question is, can you at any point, under what circumstances, would you be persuaded not to take any further action and not to continue with this suit? Because it's being posited by lots of people that Peter Obi might have backed the wrong horse here with Labour Party, given this constatations between the party. And you said that you did not file a suit because he emerged. But the fact that he has emerged as a presidential candidate of the Labour Party, has that changed the calculus for you in any way? In order to support Peter Obi's ambition, essentially is what I'm asking, will you stay further legal action, and not continue with this suit? Will you just go back to the drawing board and sit with the party and negotiate and come together as one party and stop this legal dispute?
Thank you very much. Please, I want to make this clear. Like I said before, I did not go to court because of Obi. I've been in court. I've narrated this court process to you. It started since 2017 with Abure. And here we are today. Anyway, I want to bring your attention to 2019. The former governor of Cross River State, Donald Duke, came to run election in Labour Party. He did his due diligence very well and realized that there was a problem in Labour Party. He called both parties. He went to A.S. Salam. After hearing from A.S. Salam, he also called me and he heard from me. I met him at Proti Hotel at Sokoro. We sat down, we discussed. I told him, he asked me, what shall we do? I said, all I want is justice. If you want to contest election in Labour Party, join hand, let there be justice. And that was that. I never see him again. He realized, oh, he can't be able to manage it. He left and went to SDP. And when he left, Mimiko, you are aware, Mimiko was our governor for 8 years. Of course, Mimiko was the governor that made Labour Party what it is today. Mimiko came, brought all of us, asked us, what shall we do? We told him what we do. Mimiko left and went to Zenith Labour Party. Now, you asked me, it's in the court, what have I done if I've gone to take over? I am a very disciplined man that obeyed the rule of law. I don't take laws onto my hands. This matter is in the court. I can't take laws onto my hands. I need to wait. As a good citizen of this country, I know I will obtain judgment, justice. I must get justice because an acting national secretary can never be a national chairman no matter what. For Obi, I am not against him. Obi, people bring sentiments to this. I did not go to court because of Obi. Even up till now, Obi has not got in touch to me. I don't even, if he wants to get in touch to me, want to discuss it like Donald Duke did, Mimiko did, my doors are open to talk. So I cannot call Obi because I was not in court because Obi. I'm not in court against Obi. I am in court against an acting national secretary who made himself a chairman of the party. So, for me, I'm a very simple man. If they want us to work together, they know the right thing to do. They know the right thing to do. If they said, like Abure, acting national secretary said, it's only court that will remove him. Okay. That he has grabbed the power. Okay. He is holding the power. His name is in the INEC. I don't blame him. Okay. INEC is an institution that as long as the party brings anything.
Mr. Callistus,
yes.
So what you're saying now is that if they do a deal with you, you'll take, right? You'll take the case out of court if they do a deal with you. Because you just said something now.
You said?
What you're saying that if they do a deal with you, you take the case out of court. Because you just said something now. You said Obi has not called you. So if probably Obi calls you, you take it out of court, right?
Anyway, I am not telling you when Obi call me, I take the case out of court. Okay. No. You don't ask me a question to tell you yes or no. I am telling you that Obi would have done. I told you how Donald Duke contacted me. I told you how Mimiko contacted me. And I'm telling you, I am not in court against Obi.
No, by inference, you want him to call you because, you just put it out there that he's not talked to you. That if he talks to you, then this will be sorted. So is that the case? You feel left out of the party?
No.
No. Hang on. I'm just asking you.
Obi, because I'm not in court.
Yeah. Go ahead.
If Obi calls me today and say, look, what shall we do? Obi know what to do. In this case, Obi know what to do. Bring the two parties together. What is the problem? My problem is an acting national secretary cannot be a chairman. Even if an acting national secretary today signed Obi documents, tomorrow people will challenge it.
Okay, so what you want is settlement in quotes. Settlement. You want to be part of this.
What I want is judgment. What I want is judgment. Justice.
And justice hands you some level of power where you make the decisions and you call the shots, isn't it? I'm just asking you this. Look me in the eye. Look me in the eye. Justice. Every man, even Obi in the case of Andy Oba, there was no vacant on that seat, Anambra State governorship seat. There was no seat. Andy Oba won election. Called to remove Andy Oba in favor of Obi because there was no vacant.
Okay, Mr. Okafor.
An acting national secretary cannot be, for any reason, a chairman.
Mr. Okafor.
An acting national secretary.
Mr. Okafor, we're running out of time.
I'm listening.
Professor Patrick Tome was on another program on this station yesterday, This Day Live, the Sunday talk show. And he was very optimistic that this matter will be resolved. Now, I'm sure you also know that this is not just about Labour Party. This is part of something that, Professor Tome calls the third force. And it includes groups like the National Consultative Forum. The NLC is part of it. And there's also a group called the Political Alternative Movement. Other stakeholders are involved in this. But if they reach out to you, what will you be saying to them? So that movement that they see, the promoters see as an alternative to PDP and APC can move forward. Or you will still insist that until the case in court is resolved, the third force cannot move forward because it's not just about Labour Party now. As briefly as possible. We're running out of time.
Thank you. Yes, thank you very much. Thank you very much. And like I said, I'm a very simple person. When you cannot beat a child and ask a child not to cry. But the truth of the matter is that if they want a table dialogue, Callistus Okafor, I am as free and as easy, I'm an accessible person. We can sit down and discuss it. And most importantly, to discuss the legality of Abure signing any document or go into ANEC for B. We have to discuss it. We have to discuss it. And like I said, I'm not against Obi. I'm even, if you may trust you to know that the same Abure collected 70 million naira from another man and promised him ticket. And that man, one Mr. Sampson in US, the guy is in Nigeria now. And at the end of the day, he did not even call him for primaries. This is a character we're talking about here. My fears is this movement. We must build it in a solid foundation, in a solid rock, so that it will not collapse tomorrow. You can never build legality on illegality and you expect it to stand. I am accessible. If they want me to sit down with them and discuss, why not? I'm not against the movement. I'm not against Obi. I'm not against all Nigerians that are yearning for Obi. I am here. If they want us to talk, I am accessible.
Okay, I'm sure that all the stakeholders, Mr. Peter Obi, Professor Pachitomi, Mr. Femi Falana, the NLC, and all the other groups have heard you, and particularly the main antagonist that you have, it may appear, Julius Abure. So we'd like to thank you very much for joining us on the morning show today. Thank you very much, Mr. Okafor.